This is Male Rights Activist Podcast, episode 122, where we focus on relationships, sports, and pop culture from a managed point of view. First of all, we want to thank our listeners, our new ones, our OGs. Thank you for hanging with the fellas.
What up?
On today's show, Lisa Raye accused Halle Berry of having a bad kitty cat.
I don't believe it, and I need to be the judge of that.
Chappelle asked people not to watch Chappelle's show.
And not to be undone, Flex Alexander is asking people to watch Homeboys in Outer Space. I'm sorry.
Kelly, that's funny. Kelly Clarkson excellent spousal support, and a guy ruins Thanksgiving in a major way. Wait till you hear what he did. All that and more right now. This is the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Camaro, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. I am Kyle.
I'm Kamal.
And we're saving relationships one listener at a time. Kamal, Thanksgiving came and it went. How was your Thanksgiving, man? Was it good?
Wasn't bad, man. Wasn't bad. It was a nice little intimate dinner.
Okay.
At the house. I cooked a little bit.
Okay, look at you getting your cook on.
Yeah. Oh, well, me and the wife cooked.
Okay.
She made the turkey.
Okay.
She made the turkey. I fried some chicken. I made the yams. What else?
How you make the yams? You use mom's recipe?
I use mom's recipe, man. And then, my mom made me a pan of stuff. So my mom's made macaroni and cheese and dressing. My pops made a peach cobbler. Yeah. So, I went out there and scooped some stuff up and brought it home. And, cool. I was the man.
Okay, that's nice, man. That's nice to be the man.
Everybody was good, man. The boys like my yams.
Oh, that's all that matters, man. If Pops could hook it up, man, I fried a turkey, bruh.
How was that?
Had some people. Yeah, man, it was good, dog. It was real good. It's only my probably third time frying a turkey, but I had a good time, man. My moms and pops came through, man. It's crazy because I've only had dinner with my mom and dad maybe 5 times.
Oh,
of course,
wow.
my mom's going to hear this and be like, you've had dinner way more than that. But that I remember.
That you remember.
You know what I mean?
That you can recall.
Yeah. So for me, it was great, man. And my mom was being nice to my dad, so that was even more. Not that
That's
my mom
funny.
ain't nice, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. Hey, dude.
What?
Like on some throwback shit, man. Like you said, like you and your parents having dinner, like only like 5 times. What you can remember? Yeah. When's the last time you, your sister, your mom were like in the same car? Has that been like?
That's so weird when that happens. I can't tell you the last time. Oh, I know when. We was like going to a family reunion about 3 years ago. It's always weird when that dynamic is together. We call it the OG3. It's always weird.
Oh, okay. So I was going to say, man, I don't think my family, I don't think we've been in the car together, man, honestly, since like 96 or 97 or something like that.
You mean just y'all or y'all?
Just the 5 of us. My
yeah.
My
my
parents and my 2 sisters. Like, when's the last time we were all in the car together?
I remember one time we had a meeting. We had a family business meeting, and that was about probably 3 years ago, and we rode together, and that was strange.
Yeah, I actually want to do it, man. I want to
just like a Will Smith and the family reunion thing.
Yeah,
like, look,
man,
guys,
like,
it's just.
Dude, but somebody. I mean, we all big and shit, so somebody got to write bitch. But just for like nostalgic purposes, like
that's hilarious.
Yeah, man.
That would be fun, man.
A throwback.
But man, Thanksgiving was great, man. My son came through. My daughter was there, man. We had family there, man. So it's always good when I don't always get my son and my youngest daughter in the same house. You know what I mean? So anytime that happens, man, and honestly, man, a lot of times Thanksgiving, the holidays are tough for me because I miss my OG fam.
Mm-hmm.
And so I have not always had the best record on Thanksgiving, and because I'm sad. I'm thinking about mistakes I made and this and that. But just having my boy there, I mean, I didn't have all the kids there, but just having my boy there with my baby girl, man, it was one of the best Thanksgivings I had in years, dog.
Coolness, man.
But I tell you who didn't have the best Thanksgiving. President-elect Joe Biden, he twisted his ankle while, I'm doing air quotes, playing with the dog. Kamal, I'm not buying it. He was playing with the dog. I think that osteoporosis is kicking in. Like my boy White Jim Kelly said, man, Kamala, get ready. We need a lefty. Warm it up. Get in the bullpen. What the hell's going on with President-elect Biden? Kamal?
Man, he need to sit his ass down. He's done the job, homie. I mean, really, this is like, when you up 35 in a football game or whatever, you start throwing, you still throwing, like, man, or
take the quarterback out. He's the quarterback.
Yeah. You
won. You don't have to. Trump says you're hiding in the bunker. That's reverse psychology. That's how he gets down.
Yeah.
He inspired President Obama to pull out his birth certificate because he used reverse psychology. You ain't really from here, like a second grader.
Yeah.
And so he got Biden out off his game, outside of the bunker. Go back to the bunker. I absolutely
go back and just chill. Wait for January 20th.
Yeah, man.
Like I don't get it, but
Man, you sent me this video of Dave Chappelle doing comedy, and I wasn't sure if it's old or if it's new or if it's like an old clip. I couldn't tell. It feels like a new clip because he's referring to Saturday Night Live, but I couldn't tell if it's the first time he hosted or this time. But I think it was new because he was talking about. It felt like he was talking about new stuff.
Oh yeah, it was definitely. It was this week. I mean, it was after the election because he talked about.
That's what I thought.
He talked about because he announced on Chappelle's show. On SNL that he was what do you call it? Netflix was streaming.
Yes.
What do you call it? Chappelle show. Yeah.
Yeah, he made that joke on Saturday Night Live, and then he clarified it in his bit. I thought the bit was good, man. He's such a good storyteller, and he takes you on the long story short or long story long, but he always has a point. So I give it up to him. He had this point. He took us on the long journey, but his point was, do not watch Chappelle's show. Now, his thing was that he signed the contract not really understanding what perpetuity means, and he was in a desperate situation because his son was being born and blah, blah, blah. I don't know about that, Kamal. I mean, I think it's a tough ask with no leverage to ask a network who paid you and you turn down money to say, hey, man, let's renegotiate because I need to be getting paid. You signed the deal. Is it a bogus deal? Sounds like a bogus deal, but I don't all the way love where he's like, man, I didn't know what I was signing. There's a whole lot of paperwork and blah, 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 blah. Man, I felt like I've heard this song before. How do you feel about it, man?
A grown man signed a contract.
Yes.
With his lawyer present.
Yes.
And now he's going back and saying he didn't know what he was signing, and it's possible that his lawyer was in on it when he gave the story about the 3-car Molly and the people and stuff like that. He was alluding to my lawyer was in on it. Mm-hmm. That one's tough to swallow, man. The guy you paid is actually, jerking
down
you.
with them.
Yeah, I don't know if I buy that. I think that
because he's a white man, so sometimes we assume all white men are on team white man.
I think Dave is a artist in the truest sense. And so, our boy Dominique Purdy, another artist in the truest sense.
Artist.
And so the contract situation and stuff like that, man, they don't really operate in that world. Like when he was done with the show, he just left, not realizing he signed the contract because he's an artist. I'm not feeling this. And, artists go off of emotion and feelings and stuff like that. And so Dave bounced. He breached contract. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. And so he's expecting Comedy Central, Viacom, whatever, to be, cool.
To look out.
Just to be cool. And it's like because Netflix is cool because they were like, well, you know what? We don't want to make you feel bad, so we're going to, they don't have to.
Why Netflix is being
cool? Well, because they want to still be in business with him. Comedy Central realizes that ship has sailed. This guy has bounced on us, and he could do it again. Maybe we don't even want to be in the Dave Chappelle business, but we have 3 years of product.
Yeah, that we own, that we paid you for.
Right.
I mean, Tyler Perry is not in that situation because Tyler Perry don't sell his shit. And you can say, well, I needed to. I had a kid. Tyler Perry was like, fuck it, I'll be homeless. Well, Tyler Perry was homeless. Go ahead.
And plus, man, and as much as I'm a huge fan of Dave and I like his his storytelling and I love his logic, but this one, it's like, man, it doesn't matter if you're in a desperate situation.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, Viacom and their team of lawyers are going to play it straight by the book. You want them to give you the, look out for you, like on some homie shit.
Yeah.
But y'all ain't homies.
Not at all.
Y'all ain't homies, man.
No, not at all. To the point where, like you said, he had a contract. He decided he didn't want to do it no more. He bounced. He was in breach.
Yeah, Yeah. And they didn't sue him or nothing like that, man. And he was basically just upset that they're gonna play the stuff on TV. Like, don't do it, guys. Like, listen, man. Dave doesn't like the business part of show business, which I understand. But the business part of show business affords him a lifestyle that, 99.9% of Americans don't have.
Facts on facts on facts.
Flies all over the country and stuff like that. I mean, he does whatever he wants to do because of the business side of show business. And so you can't just say, like, when the shit don't go good for you, it doesn't work out, I hate this industry, and hop on a private jet somewhere and fly it with the spoils of the business side of it, man. It's a cutthroat business. Dave Chappelle's been in this since he was a teenager, but I think most, like, pure artists, they want to have it both ways. They like all they want the perks.
Yeah.
But they don't want to deal with all the suit stuff.
Yeah. And we're going to talk more about wanting it both ways as the show progresses. When we come back, we have some feedback. And then after that, we have a post-nut story from a guy who was supposed to hook up with a girl, but right before his date, he got an unexpected obstacle. You won't believe what happened to him. Find out soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, what's up, guys? I sure hope you're enjoying the show. If you like it, I invite you to go to our website, themrapodcast.com, and catch up on over 100 episodes that we have in store for you.
You ain't working, you might as well check us out.
And if you want some more, go over to The World According to Cheryl and check me out on Cheryl Underwood's podcast. We post content there every single day. We have her normal radio show labeled SUR, and then the Cheryl Underwood podcast, where we get in her personal business every Friday. Then on the weekends, we have the specialty shows that range from Late Night Cupcake to Auntie Cheryl's House Party to our gospel show, Spiritual Nourishment.
You gotta check out The World According to Cheryl, even though I ain't on it.
We got some feedback, homie.
Do we now?
Yes, we do. It says, I was listening to your show last week for the first time and heard about the two brothers who got into a fight. I was wondering what happened. Did they end up spending Thanksgiving together? Inquiring minds want to know. Jenny in Rancho. That was a very interesting situation. Jenny, I can tell you right now, I have not heard back yet, because if we did, we would be doing that one next. Hopefully we'll be hearing back soon. Sometimes, most of the time they never, I don't know why. Most of the time they never hit us back.
They don't give us an update, man.
Most of the time they don't, man. I don't understand that, because I would, but whatever. Yeah. Most of the time they don't. Sometimes they do. I'm hoping this person does.
They give us an update when the shit worked out. You guys are right.
Yeah.
Like, man, fuck them niggas.
Yeah, you ain't lying, man. So we haven't heard yet, Jenny. I'm glad you're listening. You listened last week. Hope you're listening again. We come back. We have a post-nut story from a guy who was supposed to hook up with a girl, but right before his date, he got an unexpected obstacle. You will not believe what happened to him. Find out next. It's the MRA Podcast. According to Webster's dictionary, being in post-nut mode is when you have a clear mind and you can make sound decisions as if you just busted a nut.
Yeah, I don't know if Webster actually said that.
No, he didn't. But our listener, Big Easy Q, told us all about it, and we can relate. Women, men. So listen, if you have a story of when you did something foolish.
In pre-nut mode?
Yeah, something really dumb. Maybe it was top grime. Especially something in pre-nut mode you don't want nobody to know about. Hit us up, and we'll tell the world. We can all laugh at your expense, and hopefully you'll learn from your mistakes.
Aristotle once said, the results of pre-nut mode is the best teacher. I think he said some shit like that.
Send us your stories at dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That's dearirby@themrapodcast.com. And now it's time for a post-nut mode story, only on the MRA Podcast. Here we go. This one is from Rashad in Pine Bluff. What's up, guys? This happened to me back in college, but it was the craziest thing I ever did, so I had to share it. So check it. I was getting at this girl, and she finally invites me over to hit it. I always wonder how that happens when a girl invites you over to hit it. Like, did she say it's going down? Because most of the time, in my experience, they don't say it's going to go down. They kind of just say, come over, and then it ends up happening.
You know what was always like the coolest thing was like, I want to see you. I was like, oh, yeah.
When she said that?
Yeah. I want to see you tonight. Like, yes.
It's always an assumption, man, and a hope, but it's rarely ever. I mean, unless you guys are, established.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. Maybe Marcus. That's one of Marcus's girls. Maybe Marcus understands. My boy C-Ball. Maybe he has those stories, but I don't. All right, I was getting at this girl. She finally invites me over to hit it. She told me to be there at 8:00, but I was so excited that I showed up early, like an hour early. Oh no, it was like February or some shit in New York. And I took the subway to her crib, so it was cold outside. I had nowhere to go, and this was before cell phones. I walked to the pay phone. That's how long ago this was, and called her crib, but she didn't answer. By the time I got back to her house, it was still 30 minutes early, so I decided to try the lock. It was open, so I let myself in like Little Red Riding Hood. That's hella bold, Kamal.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
I would never. I might try the lock, but I'm not doing it. Anyway, I decided to sit on the couch that was right by the door so that when she came in, I could announce myself and she would not get scared. I figured if she left the door open, she was coming right back. I must have sat there like 15 minutes and finally I heard a voice, but she's not alone. She's with some guy. I started looking around for a place to hide and her bedroom door was open. What? I could see that she had one of those raised beds, so in desperation, I just ran in there and slid under her bed. Her and the guy come in, and I could hear them making out in the next room. I'm thinking, dang, what if this guy hits it and spends the night? I'm going to be stuck under this bed. I might have to pee on myself because I ain't getting caught under here. Sure enough, they come into the bedroom, and this dude starts hitting it. Ew! I'm mad as hell because this guy is doing the job I'm supposed to be doing in 15 minutes. So lucky for me, this guy hit it quick. Then she starts rushing him out the door and she jumps in the shower. That was my chance and I got out from under the bed. I'm so relieved. So fast and ran out the door. I got about halfway down the block when I started thinking maybe she rushed him out and jumped in the shower because she was making room for me. Wow. Oh my God, that's funny to me. I turned right around and knocked on the door at 8:00. I couldn't believe it, but she let me in and gave me some. I spent the night too. Kamal, maybe she rushed him out. I was thinking maybe she rushed him out because of me. Would that occur to you as you're running away?
Hell no. Oh, disgusting. I couldn't have done what my man did, man. I would have kept it pushing down the block.
I wouldn't even went in the house, dog.
Oh, well, yeah, first of all, I wouldn't have got there at no damn 7:00. So I wouldn't have, as a matter of fact, I would have gotten something to spend the night because I wouldn't have known about the other guy.
Hilarious. You would have showed up at 8.
I would have showed up at 8:00. I would have showed up at 8:10 just to not look so thirsty.
Yeah, just a little bit late. 8:07, you know what I mean? But 7 p.m.? Nah, dog, yeah, date's an hour. This is crazy, man. I can't believe this dude did this, man. But whatever, man. Another crazy post nut story. We come back. Kelly Clarkson's ex wants spousal support. Is this a flag on the play? Find out soon. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey, guys, if you're digging the show, then please tell somebody. People might say something to you like, hey, man, what podcast you listening to? And that's when you say the MRA Podcast with Kyle and Kamal.
Or the MRA Podcast with Kamal and Kyle.
Kamal Abdul-Jabbar, Kelly Clarkson's ex, wanted joint custody. They're getting divorced, all right? But he wanted to take the kids back and forth to Montana to California because she lives in Cali. She's got a talk show in Cali. I guess he lives in Montana for whatever reason. And where he messed up was he asked for joint support, but for the kids to come to Montana half the time. He should have asked for full custody. I don't know where he went. I don't know why he did that. The judge said, nah, man, the kids are from Cali. They should not have to spend time between states. Both parents have custody. So now he's got to come to Cali to visit his kids, but he wants to do it on her dime. According to TMZ, Kelly Clarkson, soon to be ex-husband, wants Kelly to pay him $436,000 every 30 days, $301,000 in spousal support, and $135,000 in child support. He also wants $2 million in attorney's fees. Come out. It makes my lunch want to come up, dude. I'm getting hot. I got to take off my zip up, bruh. What is your problem, man? That's probably why she don't want to be with you in the first place, bruh.
Man, that is like $5-point-something million a year because you used to be married to Kelly Clarkson.
Ugh.
Yeah, man. Honestly, when I read the story, I didn't know your angle, man, because I know sometimes we celebrate when dudes get over just so they can so they can be pioneers and kind of like end this practice.
Yeah, because if more men do it, women will see how ridiculous it is because they, you know how it is. They don't see it until it happens to them.
Right. But I couldn't look at myself, man. I really couldn't look at myself like if I was married to Kelly Clarkson and we get a divorce and I didn't put myself in the position to be successful without Kelly Clarkson while I was married to Kelly Clarkson, that's on me, homie. You know what I'm saying?
Spoken like a real man, G.
Yeah, that's on me, dude. Like if, you know what I'm saying? If I was married to this woman, I wasn't making the right connections or meeting people and stuff like that. Or when I was married, when I had that joint bank account, I wasn't setting up a business or whatever.
Yeah, it's true.
That's on me, homie. I mean, dude had ample opportunity to set himself up for life. You know, and now that it didn't work out, he wants her to take care of him. He wants more money for himself than the kids. He wants
oh my God!
He's living in Montana. Like he wants to live in the biggest house in Montana. I mean, really, what does $300,000 a month go for in Montana?
Yeah, you can live like a king if you get that a year.
If you got that a year,
you're living like a king in Montana. He wants that every 30 days.
Yeah, man, dude is tripping, man. Honestly,
making.
Yeah, and then one thing I don't like about these divorce proceedings too, man. Like the person with the big bank is supposed to pay the other person's lawyer to try to bend me over. I gotta pay.
I know.
Who makes that rule?
The ladies do, man, and that's why that's why it's still delicious to see the hypocrisy of when women get mad about this. I enjoy it, ladies. I love seeing y'all get mad about this because I need you to be mad when you go and do the same thing.
See, I'm mad every single time, so I'm consistent.
It's ridiculous. Every single time,
no matter who. If it's a same-sex marriage, do not try to take advantage of the person with the big bank because y'all ain't in love no more, or whatever the reason.
Man, it's just disgusting to me, man. We come back. Halle Berry defends her punani against Lisa Raye. And later in the show, we have a Dear Irby from a guy who was accused of ruining Thanksgiving. I've been accused of that a time or two, Kamal. I've fractured the law a time or two. He wants to know where he went wrong, and Kamal and I are going to coach him up. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys and gals, if you're enjoying the show, let someone know. Whatever app you're listening on, please subscribe, give us 5 stars, and leave a positive comment.
So why wouldn't you give us 5 stars and a positive comment? We're great.
Yes, we are. This helps our placement so that other people can enjoy the show as well.
And why wouldn't they? We're great.
Last week when Lisa Raye was talking about Toni Braxton's ability to keep a man, she speculated that Toni Braxton may have that Halle Berry. And she referred to that Halle Berry as something that people knew was a common thing. And she was asked by Claudia Jordan, what's that Halle Berry? What you mean? And Lisa Raye confirmed that meant the coochie wasn't no good. When asked how she knew, Lisa Raye said, I don't know. That's what I heard. That's what I read. That's what I heard. Word got around. Halle Berry responded by saying, Miss at the real Lisa Raye won. Ask my man, and she added her man at Van Hunt. He'll tell you all y'all need to know. Then with the crying laughter emoji. Lisa Raye backpedaled like a mug. She backpedaled like Deion Sanders after that. She said, they tore my ass up this week about talking about I said that her pussy is trash. And I was like, where did I say that at? You know what I mean? Play the tape where she said it. She said she heard it. She didn't have to say it. She said, I don't know that because I'm not gay. I'm not bisexual. But that disturbed me because Halle is beautiful. This bothers me, Kamal. Halle is beautiful now. You didn't say it then when you was throwing the shade. Don't, go ahead, dog.
Man, let me explain something to you, Kyle.
Help me, dog.
Halle Berry is black royalty. She's a treasure.
Speak on it, bro.
Lisa Raye's Diamond from Players Club.
Hilarious.
And Toni Braxton is not royalty exactly, but she's royalty adjacent.
Pretty important to us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. We love some Toni Braxton.
Right.
Shouts out to Babyface.
Right. And so what I hear when I hear Lisa Raye just like taking shots at these beautiful women, man, it's like this sounds like hatred to me. Because when I heard it, the comment was like, you heard from who? One of the dudes who smashed Halle, like Halle Seconds? Is that who you heard it from? I don't think it's something that she should be speaking on. And I was a little disappointed in Halle for clapping back, man.
For dignifying it?
I'm gonna dignify that shit, man. Like, you fucking Halle Berry. You're like, you know what I'm saying? You were the first black woman to win an Oscar for lead actress. You're going in Hollywood history. Your name is cemented. Why did you even need to stoop so low?
But since we stooping low, let's talk about it, Kamal. Let's talk about
since
it.
We down, since we down
here, nigga. I mean, that's what they tuned in here. They want to know our take on this. First of all, I can't stand the myth that they say if a woman can't keep a man, it's because she got bad coochie. But I need to know from you, because I don't know if I'm leaving a woman for bad coochie, Kamal.
Mine is bad attitude.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving for bad coochie. I'm just not, dog. I'm not doing it. So when they act like a woman can't keep a man because her coochie ain't no good, first of all, I do believe that there are some very beautiful women that have horrible coochie because they're what we call pillow princesses. They never had to get down. You know what I mean? I mean, excluding Magic City. Magic City got the most beautiful women in the world, and they can move their body. But normally, it takes an ugly face. I don't mean like ugly face, like I mean the ugly look on your face to really, really get down and dirty. Rawr, rawr. Could you imagine Halle Berry saying rawr? That's what I need to know. That's how you know.
No, we don't have to imagine. We can just put on the tape of Monsters Ball.
Okay, did it look like something that you would think was 5 stars? Not really. Okay, cool. I'm not here. Listen, I'm not trying to slight. Hilarious. I'm not trying to slight Halle Berry's vagina, and if it sounds like that, please forgive me. But what I am saying is, number one, I don't think a dude is a leave. Ladies, stop saying a woman can't keep a man because she got bad coochie. That's not what it is. It's she's got a bad attitude. Stop it.
Right, Halle Berry. And to a similar extent, Jennifer Lopez, they're treated like divas and goddesses on the set. Yes. Everywhere they go, people are damn near walking for them. Get on my back, and you want your knees to get tired and stuff like that. And to expect her
like
to
Prince,
lead,
like Prince riding on the back of his bodyguard,
right? To expect her to lead that, and then go like on some cohabitation and meet me in the middle. It's like, nah, man, you're supposed to be kissing my ass just like everybody else.
Yes, and it becomes spoiled. Yes.
Right.
And that's more important than the fact that she might be a pillow princess. Yes, it's frustrating. And yes, a guy will stay with some great sexual activity. But, I'm sorry. I think we've debunked the myth. Ladies, it isn't that. It's all about your attitude. When we come back, Herman Cain's ex-assistant wants her money. And later in the show, we got to talk about that Tyson fight and the other fights on the card. It's an MRA podcast. You listen to us, but Kamal and I want you to know that we listen to you too.
Even if we don't always respond to your tweets in a timely manner.
I love how you say we, man. So if you have some feedback, maybe you agree.
Maybe you disagree.
Or maybe you just want to tell us how much you love the show, or that you want to testify about how we specifically helped you out. Or maybe you just want to tell Kamal how he was right or wrong.
But mostly right.
Whatever you want to tell us, hit us on our social. I'm at Kyle Irby.
I'm at Angry Kamal.
Hit us up and you just might hear your comment on the air.
Promise. We'll be gentle.
According to TMZ, Herman Cain allegedly promised his assistant a severance package when he was alive that included gold coins and possibly some cash. Kamal, what the hell is going on with this story, dog?
Was the assistant a white woman?
Yes.
Only a white woman would have that much balls to go to this man's wife, his widow, and like,
check it out.
Dude promised me some dough, so I'm gonna take your ass to court. Like, what?
That is crazy.
I mean, there's a time you got to know when to step off, man.
Step off, Grandpa.
There's a time when you know you have to just back away, man. Now, whatever was promised wasn't written in stone or on paper, because if she had that
just
paper,
going out. See, wait. You've been expecting the severance. You know, white people like their Christmas bonuses and their severances.
Hey, man,
she been working, taking whatever she had to take. You know, every job you got to take something. She been putting what she had to put up with. You know, white people are litigious too.
Well, the thing about it is, we don't know what was promised. If that was just on her and him, and he's not here anymore, we supposed to take your word for it? Yeah. No.
Because we can't take his. You got to ask yourself: is she solid? Was she? Did he come home and say she was solid, or was he coming home complaining about her? It's a case by case basis, Kamal.
I mean, yeah, if she's solid and she's part of the family, even still, I'll say this:
he was just about to help her out a little bit. He was like,
well, here's the thing about it: if wifey ain't taking care of her, she wasn't solid, or wifey didn't approve. You know what I'm saying? Because if she was solid and she's part of the family, wifey would have took care of that. You know what I'm saying? As soon as the executor came over, oh yeah, we got to take care of such and such. She's like, family, get over here. But if wifey's like, hold up, that's between you and my husband, and y'all have any contract? Y'all got any paperwork? I'm sorry.
That feels cold on wifey's part. I'm sorry, man. That feels cold to me, dog. But the thing I gotta agree with you, man, is why would she not be part of the family? And I know, you know, Herman, not to speak against my guy Herman. Herman has been known to fracture a marital law or two. But that's the first thing that came to my head, and this is so cold. And I don't want to be mean to people. Until I saw the woman, I was like, nah, that ain't it. She was just a straight up assistant. You know, it feels like you could tell when I don't know, you can't tell, but it feels like you can tell. So go ahead.
I was gonna say, it also depends on how long she was at the position. She's like the last 5 years, but if she was with him for Godfather's Pizza, 15, 20, 30 years, and she made sure everything was tight, and she made she made sure he looked right and his tie was straightened and everybody got the right, holiday gifts, and she sent the right, birthday wishes out to everybody. He didn't have to do shit. Then maybe she's got a point.
This woman looks like a noble first grade, white-haired white lady, first grade teacher, a nice lady. I'm looking at her picture on TMZ.com right now. I mean, and I don't want to be the guy that's like, white people are noble and they always, they got there's that white girl damsel thing.
Well, it's okay, man, because you got the other person saying white people are always trying to get your ass in court, get your money. So it sort of balances out.
Yeah, we got to balance this out right here. I'm just looking, it makes me think of Jay Leno, man, and his assistant Helga, man. Nicest woman, man, but they were together for the whole long ride. So I can't imagine if Jay's wife, because honestly, man, your assistant is just like your wife, except y'all ain't having sex.
It's the work wife.
Yeah, it's your work wife. And she literally takes care of your every need except physical, which sometimes your wife don't take care of physical. Hey, but the point is, so yeah, I really hope they got along, man. I hope there's a solution to this, man, because Herman Cain's wife looks like a lovely woman. His assistant Lisa Raye looks like a nice first grade teacher lady, man. It had to be uncomfortable for her to bring it up, I'm assuming. But she brought it up. She's like, hey, so did Herman ever talk to you about the promise he made?
Like, nope.
Nope. See you later, slam door.
Have a nice life.
Yeah, that's embarrassing. Hey, man, when we come back, we got to talk about this Tyson fight and, of course, some of the undercards. It's the MRA Podcast. Guys, I have a comedy album. It's called Be a Man at All Times, and it's on, what's it on? Oh, Spotify, iTunes, or wherever you stream your content.
It's a damn good comedy album.
I appreciate that, man. There's stand-up on there. Kamal and I wrote a whodunit mystery called The Case of the Missing Balls. That's on there.
Based on a true story.
Check out the album. Show your boy some support, and you can buy it on iTunes. Keyword buy it. Stop streaming. Come out, we talked about this one, man. It was supposed to happen September 12th, and then it got postponed for whatever reason. Your two favorite boxers, my favorite boxer, Mike Tyson of all time, your two favorite, Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., went at it. First of all, man, I'm nervous to ask you this because I know how you are. You're very critical. But then again, every once in a while, you like some shit that just makes no sense. Your favorite movie will be some crazy shit like Meteor Man. Like, what the fuck is this nigga? Best movie ever. Like,
Meteor Man was some bullshit.
Oh, thank God.
Blank Man was a classic.
This guy's not joking. Now, Blank Man.
Now, Blank Man is some serious shit. That's a cinematic masterpiece.
That's a masterpiece. All right, man. How did you like the fight?
That shit was awful, man.
Wow.
Yeah, it was an awful fight. I didn't like it at all. Both of them were well past their prime. I think Roy Jones was too small for Mike. Mm-hmm. And so I think once he felt that power, he didn't want to do Roy shit, like playing and stuff like that. He was holding Mike. He was not trying to let that right hand go. Mm-hmm. Because he felt
hilarious.
And you saw him on the sideline sucking gas. I thought he was out of shape. He looked around. Man. He looked around and was like, dude, when did you start getting in shape for this shit?
Yeah, man. That's embarrassing, bro.
Yeah, Roy looked bad, man. Mike, I think Mike would have looked worse had his opponent been a heavyweight. He looked much better because of who he was fighting. I mean, Roy Jones was the smaller person. Mike Tyson.
Roy Jones looked like a heavyweight, Kamal.
But here's the thing about it, man. Mike Tyson, he was a small heavyweight, so he was fighting at 218 and stuff like that, 220, 230. But he was fighting guys like 250, 260, 6'4", 6'5", leaning on them and stuff like that. So you got Roy.
What do you mean by leaning on him?
Like, putting that weight.
He was tired?
No, putting that weight on them. Just leaning on them. So Mike fought inside. And so, these big cats try to lean on him and throw little, shots.
Okay.
And so Roy can't put any weight on Mike Tyson. So Roy was fighting on the outside or trying to fight on the outside. So Mike looks like, he would in the gym. Damn near with just the mitts. He's just got to walk around and find his target. I didn't really like the fight. I think that I think Mike needs to fight a heavyweight.
Do you want to see? My problem with watching Mike, I don't mind Mike being smart, getting his Floyd Mayweather on and picking his opponent smartly, because I really don't want to see Mike. I've seen Mike with heavyweights that Mike wasn't ready for or couldn't handle or blah blah blah. I don't really want to see Mike. I want to see what I saw come out. I liked the fight. I didn't see the whole. Actually, I did. I saw a lot, but I didn't see the whole thing. But I really liked it come out because I like seeing Mike Tyson. It's like watching Michael Jordan versus Kobe, and they're both, rest in peace to Kobe. But let's just say Michael's 55 and Kobe was whatever. Whatever he is, whatever the age difference is. Michael's 60, Kobe's 50, whatever it is. And they're both past their prime, and they both packed on a little weight, and they both got a chin. But it's still Mike. He still dribbles like Mike. He still moves like Mike. He still has his Mike. It ain't Mike. We know it ain't Mike. It's kind of like when this can't go well, but I'm just thinking, like when you love a woman, right, and you've been together a long time, and she don't look like she did when y'all first got together, right? But you still love her. You still see the woman you fell in love with. It's like you don't. Okay. It ain't her, but it's her.
I see where you're going with it. I didn't know where you was going at first, but on one hand, yes, I agree with you. It was nice to see Mike back in the ring, walking down the little walking to the ring and everything like that. It's just for me. For me, the fight gave me anxiety every time he swung because
who's he?
Mike. Because he's hitting a much smaller man.
Oh, okay. You don't want anybody to get hurt.
I mean, I don't know about, in sparring sessions, but professionally has never been hit by a heavyweight of Mike Tyson's caliber. He fought John Ruiz, who was the lightest puncher, like damn near heavyweight history.
Yeah.
But to fight a Mike Tyson, like a Lennox Lewis, or, somebody that puts people down,
yes,
60 pounds heavier than Roy Jones. And Roy Jones, when he was fighting lightweight and all that stuff, he was getting put to sleep with people his own size. And so it just gave me anxiety, like, move, Roy. What are you doing?
Get out of there.
Get out of there, Roy. Get out of there.
So I think what I'm hearing is your anxiety comes from the Roy Jones Jr. fan, and I wasn't a fan. I know who he is, but I'm not a fan. So I'm only watching Mike Tyson. I'm only giddy because I get to see Mike Tyson in the ring again. So that was a special moment. Now we can't talk about the Mike Tyson fight without talking about the undercard. Nate Robinson gets in there and gets put to sleep. Now when I heard he got knocked out, Kamal, I thought he got knocked out, like count to 10 knocked out. I did not know, Kamal. I did not know. And Snoop Dogg, he stole the show. When he got hit, Snoop Dogg was like, oh, good night, Irene. Oh, Lord. Oh, call the ambulance. Pick up your people. Man, I laughed my ass off. That's what made it so funny. I did feel bad for Nate, man, because people have been going hard on Nate in the media. And Floyd asked people to back off Nate, especially NBA players. His whole take was like, look, man, if you black, you should not be shitting on this man. You should be picking him up. What say you, dog?
I don't know about black. We should be shitting on them. Just a human thing in general. I say this about black people. Mm-hmm. Man, we love to see a motherfucker get knocked out. That is our entertainment, to see somebody get knocked out. We celebrate. Oh,
yeah, you got knocked the fuck out.
But so we like that. We criticize a motherfucker for getting knocked out.
Yes.
We'll criticize a motherfucker who actually doesn't want to fight for being a bitch and running.
Oh my God.
So it's like the only thing you can do is you have to win. That's the only.
That's why Mike is revered.
You have to win.
Fighting is revered in the black community, man.
Oh my gosh.
Do you remember growing up the best fighter on the block? I mean, how cool must it have been to be the dude that everybody feared, and not just because he was a talker, because he was, we all know, everybody, fellas, go back to your childhood, the dude that was known for knocking niggas out. That must be, the coolest thing in the hood is to be the best basketball player or the best fighter.
G?
G, like G from the barbershop picture?
Yeah.
Yeah. That nigga's claiming fame.
Barbershop picture.
Barbershop picture 25, yeah.
Man, let me tell you something, man. G's about my size.
Yeah.
Especially, I think he might be small. I put on some pounds, but we were younger. G was exactly my size.
Yeah.
G used to lay people out. I mean, truly, man. G used to put people on their backs. I seen a couple, and most of them I heard about. Like, man, G knocked that motherfucker out. Like, G? Like, wow. I mean,
2 Greg G.
Yeah, Greg.
I mean, 2G Greg.
Yeah, Greg Gibson.
3 G's, 3 G's, 4 G's.
What is he?
Because it's GRGG, and then his last name was Gibson. So that's 4 G's.
Man, that dude used to. So you talk about the guy on the block. G was like the little homie, and I mean, he wasn't even a little homie. He's a little dude, in the city.
Nicest guy though.
Man, but G had them hands, man.
Nice. It's always nice to have them hands, man. Hey, man, we come back, man. We got a sad story before we get into Dear Irby. A D.C. cop was allegedly killed by his wife. And after that, we have a Dear Irby from a guy who was accused of ruining Thanksgiving. He wants to know where he went wrong. Kamal and I are going to coach him up. It's the MRA Podcast. Hey guys, what's up? If you're enjoying this show, do us a favor and donate to our Patreon.
Word.
Just go to www.patreon.com. That's Patreon.com and make a donation to the MRA Podcast of Kyle and Kamal.
Word.
It's that simple. Listen to the show, love the show, share the show, break the show off with some dough.
Bars.
Sad story, man. A D.C. cop was killed by his wife, allegedly. Got to say allegedly because she has not been convicted because she killed herself, allegedly. Yeah.
She's not been convicted. Well,
she's not going to trial for this one, buddy.
There's technicality there.
Mm-hmm. They didn't get into the gossip of it. They didn't, I wanted to know, like, what happened. Because, the first thing I thought is fucking bitches. That's the first thing I thought. Oh, man, she caught him digging somebody out. And hit him with the, the whoop-de-whoop, the, oopty-wopty. But I don't know, man. I don't want to shit on her name, his name. She could have just had mental illness. I don't know why a person would take themselves out will kill somebody or take somebody themselves out. So come on, I don't know. What say you, dog?
Well, she posted like right before, like on Facebook, and the message they say was full of typos and stuff like that, which leads me to believe she probably was a little intoxicated or off something. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Which is basically making her, she couldn't type straight. Yeah. But the neighbor said, man, like he saw her walking her dog. Like 30 minutes later, the ambulance was there, or the fire truck and all that stuff, man. And so that's scary.
Yeah. when your lady is sitting there thinking and plotting, and
or she wasn't even thinking about it, and it just happened. You know, but she posted about their marriage and stuff like that, and so
good or bad.
Just reminiscing and talking about mistakes and stuff like that, and the love they have for each other. I think that either, like you said, man, caught him cheating. He was leaving.
Yeah, that sounds like it.
Or he put tips on her, which I doubt, because maybe that would have been obvious when the police showed up if she was lumped up.
Yeah.
But those are the only three reasons I would see. You know, because even if it's mental illness, I don't see her like just getting mad at him because of.
Yeah.
You know, he, I don't know.
When somebody dies like that, I usually hope they did something. It makes me feel better if they said like he was beating her ass or something.
You know why? Because it's like it makes us feel like, okay,
we're
immune to that because that would never happen to us.
I'm not whooping nobody's ass. Yeah, I'm not whooping my wife's ass.
It makes us feel better. It's disgusting to say, but yeah, it makes me feel better when I hear like some random guy gets killed, but it's like, oh, we had drugs in the trunk. Whew. Okay.
Something I wouldn't do. Yeah, you know. What happened? We always want to know what happened.
Yeah, it's scary when you think about like, wait, that shit just could have happened to anybody? It could have happened to me?
Yeah. So wait a minute. So what did he do? We don't know? Like, I need to find out. Like, was there a bitch in the trunk? Like, help me out here so I could at least feel like I'm not going to succumb to what he succumbed to.
Dude, when I read the story, it instantly reminded me of that joke you used to do about Steve McNair.
Oh my God!
It's actually one of my favorite jokes
I don't remember, man. Can you refresh my memory, dog?
Oh my gosh! So after Steve McNair is a football player, former football player for the Tennessee Titans, I guess his mistress, he was on vacation, and she shot him and killed him. And so apparently he was going back to his wife or something like that. I mean, that was the rumor after it was all over. And so your joke was, this is a prime example why you should never cheat on your wife. With a crazy bitch. and you would say, and that little slight pause, all the black women start clapping and shit, like, never cheat on your wife. Yeah, that's right. And you wait for the applause to die down. With a crazy bitch. And it was just like, just raucous, laughter after that. It was like
well, that's funny.
Yeah, never. Cheat on your wife. What a crazy bitch.
Oh, man. I'm telling you this right now. If the sisters go to look at this story, they will have other warnings for black men. But like, see, that's why you blank, 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 you never blah, blah, blah. You're going to hear that too as well, man. We come back, man. We have a dear Herpy from a guy who was accused of ruining Thanksgiving. He wants to know where he been wrong. And guess what? He came to the right place. Kamal and I are going to coach him up. It's the MRA Podcast. Yo, what's up? I'm Kyle.
And I'm Kamal.
And you're listening to the MRA Podcast, where men come to talk and women come to eavesdrop. Let's get into this Dear Irby letter.
Let us.
Dear Irby, the Sunday before Thanksgiving, my wife asked me to go to the drive-in with her. I said no because I had to work an early shift. I drive a forklift and I was tired. She really wanted to see the movie that was playing, and I said she should go by herself. She said she wanted to enjoy the movie with me. She started crying, saying I never make time for her, so I decided to go. I thought she would be happy that I took her out. But she got mad at me because I wasn't enthusiastic about the night. I was tired and a little bit grouchy, so she starts going off of me saying I never want to do anything with her, and when I do, I ruin it. I got mad and went to sleep during the movie. That made her even more mad, and I don't understand why, because I always sleep during boring movies. Yeah, it's tripping. Oh man, when you start defending yourself, man, you sound ridiculous sometimes. Even some good ones. You need to watch this Will Smith Red Table, man. Get your game up. But you came to the right place, Doug. Sorry. All right. On the way home, we had a shouting match, and I was so mad I slept on the couch. Thanksgiving came, and we hadn't made up yet, but I didn't care. I wasn't trying to pretend we was cool, and she wanted us to act all nice to one another just for the dinner because company was over. I wasn't rude, but I wasn't trying to pretend we was cool when we wasn't. She went off on me again, and this time I told her how I really felt. Oof, that's never advised. Huh. He couldn't have heard the show last week. We talked about never say how you really feel to Viv. Okay, anyway, we haven't spoken since, and I was wondering what you guys think I should have done differently because I can't figure out what I went wrong. Help me out, guys. That's Trent from the 949. I think that's an area code in Southern California. Kamal, please help this brother out.
This man said he can't figure out where he went wrong. Let me count the ways.
Start at the top. Speaking of Tony Braxton, let me count the ways. There we go.
Okay, man. Look, Trent, I'm about to give you some advice. And I'm speaking from experience because I think you and I are similar in this fashion because I can't fake it either. If I'm upset with, I can't, if I'm upset, you'll know I'm upset. Mm-hmm. And my wife always, constantly tries to get me to do something that I don't want to do. And I end up doing it. But because I'm upset about it, I have ruined the whole night. Because I'm over there pouting and not enjoying this shit and stuff like that.
Did you ruin Thanksgiving, Kamal?
Say that again?
Did you ruin Thanksgiving?
No. Actually, Thanksgiving was my idea.
I didn't either.
That was my idea.
Oh, good. Yeah. Good. Okay. Keep going.
So here's where you went wrong, man. And here's the thing. I'm not going to tell you should have faked it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to say you should have gone to the movie and just faked like you enjoyed it because that's not who we are. We cannot fake it. What you should have done is you should have told her, not tonight. And can we please reschedule on a date that, you're not tired? You should have rescheduled. You should have made time to take her to this movie. Where you messed up from the get-go, you told her to go to a drive-in by herself. Hey, goddamn, Trent. Like, this nigga.
That nigga speaking logic, man. He thinking like a man.
Nah, I can see, you know what I'm saying, go down to like a little Cinemark or something like that. You sitting there watching. I've done that several times, but a drive-in?
Me too.
That's an event.
You motherfucker that want to go.
Go to a drive-in by herself. Hey, you're a wild boy for that one, Trent. So right then and there, you kind of messed up. And then when you get there, you're pouting and stuff like that, and you said because I was a little bit grouchy. She's mad at me because I wasn't enthusiastic. It's not that you weren't enthusiastic; you were grouchy, and so she wanted to be with you that night, and you're making it really, really difficult. And then when you get there to top it all off, you fall asleep. And say, I always fall asleep at boring movies. So did you let her know the movie was boring beforehand? Like, I don't want to go see this boring ass shit. And then the icing on the cake to seal the deal, you actually went to sleep. Yeah, you messed up on that one, man. Because here's the thing about it. I know how tired you were, but let me explain something to you. If that same night, your boy came in and told you, he got like some tickets to like a Jay-Z party. I think he would have pulled through that night. He'd been taking no-dos and drinking Red Bulls or whatever. And so it was because you didn't want to do it. And again, I've been there several times. But these are the things we got to do, man. These are the things we have to do when we're married, when we make this commitment. When we signed that contract that we didn't want to sign, we were grown men, like a Dave Chappelle. You're a grown man, and you signed the contract.
You signed it.
You signed the contract.
You signed a bogus deal.
Yeah, it was a bogus deal.
Bogus things coming.
Hey, man, but it comes with the territory. So, every now and again, man, you got to go out with the wife, man. You have to do these things. I understand you're tired. Pick a day. Let her look forward to it all week. And don't break it. Don't break it. But make sure you do it, man, and try to enjoy yourself. Again, you know how many boring ass movies. I sat through some shit called the something of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
Yeah. All right, that's enough. We come back, I'm gonna weigh in. You need some advice in your relationship
and can't afford a therapist?
Yeah. Hit us up and we'll get you through this.
We won't even charge you a copay.
Exactly. The Dear Irby letter is our longest standing segment on the MRA, dating all the way back to the webisodes. This is where we truly save relationships one listener at a time. We've saved marriages.
Encouraged divorce.
Taught a guy how to please his woman.
Encouraged divorce.
Yeah, so hit us up for advice and we'll help you out. Send your emails to dearirby@themrapodcast.com. That is dearirby@themrapodcast.com. Ooh, come on, I'm still hurting that you had to watch that movie. Let me tell you something, Trent. This might not take long. I feel bad for you, bro. Because everything Kamal's telling you to do goes against our logic. She wanted to go to the movies, not you. You told her, just go. That's logic. But what we're telling you to do goes against logic, and it's frustrating. And all the women are going to cheer on like, yeah, man, we don't care how you feel. We care what we need. And when you want something, you don't care. Well, that's not true. I do care how you feel. I want you to want something. If you don't want something, I don't know. I'm not having sex by myself, but that's not the point. Let me focus. Let me tell you where you played yourself, Trent. First of all, I appreciate you coming to us. I like that you asked where you went wrong. Kamal, that's a man move right there, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Fellas, go to your cabinet. That's what we're here for, guys. Fellas, help me out. Ladies, I know you're listening too. This is what we have to do. We can't always go to you because y'all all sound alike to us. So we go to the fellas and say, hey, man, tell me what you see here. I'm going to tell you, Trent. You fucked up when you said yes. That's where you messed up. You should have said no. Would she have been mad if you said no? Yes, she would have. But after you said yes, you didn't want to say yes. So you resented her the whole time. And the whole time you're thinking, she knows I got to get up in the morning and she don't give a damn. And she don't. All she knows is what she needs. And Kamal's right, dog. You have to plan these things. I like plants. You know what I got to do to keep my plants alive, Kamal? I got to water them. Now, when I first got them, I was watering them every day. Didn't know you were supposed to water them every other day. Doesn't say that on the seeds. Nobody told me. My mom knows. I didn't ask her. She probably assumed I knew. I didn't know people. I had no idea. Until I saw my homegirl Glenda, formerly of Cheryl Underwood Radio. Saw her growing a bunch of stuff. And I said, girl, what you do? How you do that? She said, I just water it every other day. And I was like, every other day? Then I asked my mom. She was like, of course. I asked my mom, how often do you water them plants, Mom? Oh, these I water once a week. I was like, what? Oh, man. I didn't know. If you're gonna have a plant in your house, say the same thing I say to the ladies. I say to the fellas, if you want to have a man, there are rules to having a man. I don't care how you feel. He needs to be fed. He can make his own food. Correct. But if you want a man, you need to put that plate on the table for him. He got hands. Just like you could work for yourself. And if he doesn't work, you're going to look at him and say, why do I need you? If you're not serving his basic needs, he's going to look at you like, why do I need you? Because you got me working. I don't need much. I need you to put the plate on the table. I need you to want to have, or at least give me sex. I don't know how you're going to work that out. I need you to show me utmost respect. That's it. Well, buddy, if you want to have a woman, she needs to go out, dog. And so you're going to have to plan it. You should have said no, man. And once you said yes when you really meant no, you passive aggressively made her pay for it the whole night. And that's where you messed up. I hate when I do this, Kamal. I hate when I expect them to realize that they shouldn't even ask me to inconvenience myself, that it was rude, it was lack of respect. And for men, it always comes back to respect. And sometimes I don't say anything because I don't want to hear your mouth, because you don't have any respect. So if I mention the flag on the play, women, y'all call your fouls. We don't call our fouls. One of the reasons why we don't call our fouls is because you always go off on the ref. And we don't want to hear that. We don't want to hear it. So we swallow it. But the problem is, if you cannot perform, then you can't swallow it. Where can we find you?
Twitter and Instagram at Angry Kamau.
I am at Kyle Erby, KYLEERBY. We're both at the MRA Podcast. That is the social media handle on all social media, and except TikTok. We're not on TikTok, sorry. On Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at the MRA Podcast. Hit us up. We will get you back. At KyleErby.com is where you can see all of my commercials, including my new one that is running. I'm happy about that, man. So go to KyleErby.com and you can check it out. The MRAPodcast.com is where you can go and hear 122 of all of our episodes. Kamau, thank you for bringing it every single time. I do doing your research, reading articles in places that I had no idea about.
No worries.
Always well versed. Yes, man. Thank you, brother. Ladies, we love you, fellas. Be a man at all times.
Deuces.
MRA.